Hey, how many of you like to put your money in banks? I think almost all of us. The reason being, our money is safe when it is in bank, and secondly, money in the bank yields you interest, yields you income, that is an extra amount. What basically interest is? Interest is the charge which the lender charges from the borrower because the borrower is using the money. Simple. When bank lends us money, like loans, they charge us, as well as when we keep our money as savings in the bank, we get paid interest. That is interest. But honestly tell me, how many of you have ever actually heard about negative interest rates? Few of us, I guess. So today I am Hitali Jagwani from Decent Commerce Hub, and I'll be telling you what is negative interest rates. Okay. So the amount of interest which the central bank charges from the bank is never same which the bank charges from us. I mean, central bank, for example, let's take the example of India. RBI. RBI is a central bank. RBI lends money to the banks, and then bank lends money to us. We borrow loans from our banks, and our banks borrow loan from RBI. RBI charges a certain rate of interest from the banks. This rate of interest is known as repo rate. Yes, it is known as repo rate. At the same time, when the banks keep their money with the central bank, that is RBI, they get paid interest from RBI, which is known as reverse repo rate. As most of us know that these two rates are never same. The rate of interest which we get for our savings are never the same what we pay for the loans, right? There is always a difference, and this is what actually bank earns, the difference. Now let's come to the point, what is negative interest rate? I think it's quite a new concept when the rate of interest goes negative. Many countries like Switzerland, Sweden, Japan, Spain have adopted these policies, and they are working on it since long. But what is the reason why the concept of negative interest rate? I'll explain it. At the times when the economy of a country goes down, I mean the GDP of a country doesn't progress well, it doesn't goes up the way it should. Banks take decisions to offer the loans at negative interest rate. They don't charge you, rather pay you. This is the concept. The rate of interest are negative. It's not 5%, 6%, 7%, but it is rather 1%, rather -1%, -2%, and so on. Similarly, when you deposit your money with the bank, you are supposed to pay amount to bank as, say, locker charges, like they are keeping your money and they are charging you. That is the concept. Now I will explain you what is the reason behind this. The country wants the consumer, the people of the country, the banks want the people of the country to rather invest in the market or spend the money which could further contribute to the output of the country. That way it helps the GDP of a country to flourish. This is why, as an offer, banks offer negative interest rate. It acts as an encouragement to the citizens of the country to borrow more loan. Why not? Why would I like to start a business with more rate of interest when I am going to get it for lesser rate of interest? Yes, I would like to invest in business when my bank is offering me loans at lower rates. I would like to invest in my business. I would love to spend more when loans are cheaper and the amounts we are getting from bank are being charged less. And the banks want you not to save or deposit in the bank, rather spend. That is why they ask you to pay them certain amount as locker charges when you are depositing your money with them. So this is somehow the concept of negative interest rate. It usually goes out with the developed countries, and the countries like Japan, Switzerland, Spain, Sweden, they have already adopted this policy. Well, actually they don't pay you when they give you loan. It's a kind of psychological concept where the rate of interest is almost zero or very negligible, or sometimes -0.25 or -0.50 and not more than that. You want to learn further, you want to know further such interesting details. You're welcome to our academy, the Decent Commerce Hub. I'll see you there.